You have the right to be wealthy. Why poverty isn't a virtue, breaking free from old beliefs. You've been taught that wanting wealth is selfish, that settling for less is humility, that true spirituality means rejecting material things. But let's get real for a second. Have you ever felt exhausted just trying to survive? That sinking feeling when you're scraping by, month after month, wondering if this is all life has to offer. You're not alone. And it's time to challenge those outdated beliefs. The struggle is too real. Picture this: you're standing in the grocery store, mentally calculating every dollar you skip that doctors visit. Because the copay is too high, you want to surprise your family with something special. A vacation, a gift, a moment of joy. But your bank account says, not today. And then that voice creeps in. Money isn't everything. Be grateful for what you have. But deep down, something inside you rebels. You know there's more to life than this. The truth about wealth. Here's the truth they don't tell you. You have the right to be wealthy, not because of greed. Not for status or flashy cars, but because wealth is a tool, a key to unlocking a life of freedom, growth, and purpose. Wealth isn't about showing off, it's about creating space to live fully, to chase your dreams, care for your loved ones, and make a difference in the world. You were born to thrive. You were created to grow, mind, body, and soul. But growth isn't free. Your body needs nutritious food, rest, and health care. Your mind craves knowledge, books, courses, travel, experiences. Your soul yearns for beauty, connection, generosity, and meaning. All of these things require resources. Without them, you're stuck in survival mode, unable to become the best version of yourself. Poverty steals your choices. When you're broke, you don't get to choose. You can't say no to a toxic job. You can't take a day off to breathe. You can't create, dream, or build something meaningful. Your life becomes a constant battle to stay afloat, and a life without choices. That's not living, it's a cage. The myth of poverty as purity. Let's debunk a lie. Poverty doesn't make you holy. It doesn't bring you closer to some higher truth. Instead, it traps you. It makes you feel ashamed for wanting more. It turns you bitter against the world, against yourself. Poverty isn't a path to enlightenment. It's a weight that drags you down, dimming your light. The lies we've been fed. We've been conditioned to believe the wrong things. Patience is a virtue. Don't aim too high. Wanting more means you're ungrateful. For years, decades, even generations, we've swallowed these lies. We've stayed small, quiet, and humble, thinking it was the right thing to do. But who does that really serve? Spoiler, not you, not your family, not the world. Imagine a different life now. Close your eyes and picture this. A life where you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not stressing over every bill. You're not cutting corners or skipping dreams. You're free to breathe, to create, to live. In this life, you're not just taking care of yourself, you're lifting up others because you finally have the resources to do it. Wealth is about giving. Wealth isn't about hoarding money or chasing luxury. It's about freedom. It's about being there when someone you love needs you. It's buying your mom those glasses she's been putting off, taking your kids to see the ocean for the first time, paying for therapy when life gets heavy. That's not extravagance. That's dignity. That's living with purpose. You don't have to settle. You don't have to accept a half-lived life. You don't have to shrink yourself to fit someone else's idea of enough. Wanting more isn't greed. It's your natural desire to grow, to explore, to give back. You were born to expand, to learn, to create. Why let lack of money hold you back? The cost of being empty. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't love fully when you're stressed about bills you can't grow when you're up at night, worrying about debt you can't inspire others when you're barely holding on. Money isn't the answer to everything, but it's a form of freedom, real, tangible, everyday freedom. What do you really want? Want to create something amazing? You need time, want to be there for your kids. You need flexibility, want to make a difference in the world. You need energy. None of these are possible when you're trapped in a cycle of scarcity. Wealth gives you the space to focus on what truly matters. Wealth isn't the goal, it's the foundation, let's be clear. Wealth isn't the end game, it's the foundation for a deeper, richer life. It's what lets you live on your terms, not someone else's. It's what gives you the freedom to care, to feel, to be. Without it, you're stuck running a race you didn't sign up for. Who benefits from your struggle? If you've ever felt guilty for wanting wealth, ask yourself, who benefits when I stay broke? Who wins when I silence my dreams? Who gains when I shrink myself to fit their mold? The answer: nobody who truly cares about you. The world doesn't get better when you're struggling. It thrives when you thrive. The power of having enough. This world needs more people who are full of energy, ideas, and love, full of resources, to share, full of the courage to show up as their best selves. When you have enough, you can give, you can show up for your family, your community, your dreams. You can change the world, one act of generosity at a time. Wealth is a choice. Having wealth isn't something to be ashamed of, it's a choice. It's a commitment to living fully, responsibly, and with purpose. It's about stepping out of the shadows and into action. You don't have to apologize for wanting more. You don't have to hide your ambition. You were meant to shine. Your duty to rise. You have the right to be wealthy. But more than that, you have a duty to live fully, to realize your potential, to serve others. Being wealthy isn't just about you. It's about the impact you can make. It's about saying thank you to the gift of life by living it to the fullest. Stop holding yourself back. It's time to stop playing small, stop running from wealth or chasing it for the wrong reasons. Instead, embrace it as a tool for growth, freedom, and impact. You deserve to have the resources to live deeply, to have the time to chase your passions, to have the space to love, create, and give. Because you're worth it, because you're alive, and a life that doesn't grow, that doesn't expand, isn't truly lived. The ripple effect of your success. When you choose wealth, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the lives of those around you. Your success inspires others. Your freedom gives others permission to dream bigger. Your generosity creates a ripple effect that can transform communities. Think about it. One person's courage to break free from scarcity can spark a movement. That person could be you. Take the first step today. So, what's next? You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to become a millionaire overnight, but you do need to start. Read a book on financial literacy, take a course to level up your skills, surround yourself with people who inspire you to grow. Take one small step toward a life of abundance. Because every step you take is a step toward freedom, toward purpose, toward a life that's truly yours. Disclaimer: this content is for motivational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decisions.